Here we go, guys. Here we go. It's been quite the wait. It has been quite the wait. And now the excitement really begins. It's predictions time for WWE Money in the Bank 2018. What's going on, everyone? Your boy here, Paulo from Down, Down, Up, Up. What's going on YouTube? Shout out to all my homies watching right now. Can't believe I just said homies, but it's still happiness. Happiness from this wonderful face and mouth because I'm so ready for this show. This show, I'm really hoping, is going to deliver. Why? Because, remember Backlash. I think it's about time we get something fantastic. I know we're going to get that the night before at TakeOver Chicago 2. If you haven't seen my predictions video, check it out. It should be up on the channel by now. But we just talked about that. Now we're talking about this. Money in the Bank, almost upon us. We so far have 10 matches set for the show. It's a perfect 10. And of course, Ty Dillinger's not in this show because they don't want to give us things we like, but that's okay for now. So, as usual, thank you so much, Cultaholic.com, for your predictions. Again, I usually base mine off of theirs. Thanks again. Looking forward to those reactions. Going to be great, and I'm really glad all four of you are doing it. Oh, wait, no, because one of you is going to be missed. Still a little bit sour about that. At least three. Okay. Moving on, though. So, matches in order. Once again, just simple predictions here. Can't wait for Money in the Bank. Lots of good stuff to talk about. Let's go. Moving on to the match that was set for the pre-show, I believe, but now there's talks that is the tongue, once again, refuses. But now the rumor is that this match has been taken off of the kickoff and moved to the main card. Now, that could be interesting because the match I'm talking about is the SmackDown Tag Team Championships, which will be defended by the Bludgeon Brothers, Harper and Rowan, against the Club, Gallows and Anderson. Now, when this match came about, I actually didn't have really much hate against it because I'm really glad Gallows and Anderson could at least do something while they're on SmackDown for now. And getting a tag team championship match on pay-per-view sounds good to me. Unfortunately, the only build has really been a roll-up win by Anderson over Harper. That's it. So it should have stayed on the kickoff. Now, if it has been moved up to the main show, does that mean Sanity is going to show up? I don't know. Feels a little bit weird. It feels like the authors of Pain and Sanity have just vanished from the face of the earth. There are reasons out there. I'm not going to give any here, but you can go find them. It's just a shame right now to me. So if Sanity does show up, well, it's about time. It is about time that they really did. And if they don't, they don't. My prediction is going to be what everyone on the Cultaholic list has right now, and I'm going to pick the Bludgeon Brothers to retain the titles. They are still going on a tear on SmackDown. But unfortunately, ever since the Greatest Royal Rumble, it seems like the Tag Team Championships really haven't been relevant on either show lately. It's been quite a disappointment for Raw and SmackDown champs. Well, Raw's even worse because apparently we're not even getting a title match on Money in the Bank. Even though the B team, Curtis Axel and Bo Dallas, love them. I love funny stuff, and they're funny to me. So I'm really glad they won the Battle Royal. They're the number one contenders, but apparently they're not getting their title shot at this show. That's a bit of a disappointment to me because that could have been the kickoff. If this isn't. We'll see. Because as usual, I like to wait a bit before making my Money in the Bank and other pay-per-view predictions to see if anything else of the kickoff has been announced. I haven't seen any new updates, so sorry guys. We'll see what happens in the next, maybe it'll be the next few hours or the next couple of days. We'll see. Anyway, Bludgeon Brothers are my pick, keeping the SmackDown Tag Team Championships, regardless if they're on the pre-show or not. Moving on to a match where, well, we could get a plus and we could get a minus. We're talking about Daniel Bryan versus Big Cass again. Oh, man. As much as everyone wants to see Daniel Bryan win and just get this feud out of the system, I'm quite certain that this feud, and I Please let this feud end at this show. Everyone except for one member has picked Daniel Bryan, but I'm gonna pick Big Cass. He has not won a single match on television since coming back, and I feel like this is gonna be it. But if there's any plus about it, any plus at all, is that if this match is gonna be late in the show, say after the Money in the Bank ladder match, The Miz might interfere. Now that might mean Cass is going to stay in this program for a while, but regardless, it means the Daniel Bryan Miz feud can finally show some light. That's what I'm really hoping for. My pick is Big Cass. We'll see what happens. Anyway, moving on once again to the Intercontinental Championship match. Here it is. This is definitely the same one Rollins wears every week, except it's not, but I still love it just the same. IC Championship on the line. Seth Rollins will be defending against Elias. Well, this match kind of came a bit quicker than I thought it would, honestly. I thought this is where Elias would be building to. At first, I was really happy that this is coming to Money in the Bank, but then I realized both of these guys should be in a ladder match, not the Intercontinental title picture. A bit sour, but try to get back on the positives. I'm certain it'll be a decent match. The question is it Elias's time? Is it time for Elias to finally get a championship in the WWE? He's certainly owed it, I'll tell you that much. This is one of the guys that I really thought I'd be picking to win Money in the Bank a few months ago, but he's not even in the match. So does he win the Intercontinental Championship? Unfortunately, I don't think so. I think Seth Rollins is going to keep the championship. He has been working hard with it lately. I don't see a point in dropping to Elias here. I see Rollins going maybe a month-ish or more with the championship. So, sorry, Elias. My pick is Seth Rollins. I do agree with everyone on the Cultaholic predictions with this one. Moving on, though, to a pointless feud that I have been praying to get over with, and it's going to get over with here. I am, of course, talking about Lashley versus Sami Zayn. All I have to say is poor Sami Zayn. I'm sorry you've had to work through this. Hasn't been great. I didn't hate the obstacle course shenanigans on Raw, though. I'll give it that. But Sami, you deserve much better than this. I'll be cut clear and honest with you here. So, yeah, my pick is Lashley. Lashley's probably going to win. The feud can hopefully end. If Sami wins, that's great, but that might mean the feud has to continue, and that's a shame. And Lashley, hey, money is money, and I understand that. But coming back to WWE after all this time to do what you've been doing lately has been a bitter disappointment. I'm starting to think that we're not going to be getting Lashley versus Lesnar anytime soon, which is a real disappointment to me. So, there it is. So enthusiastic, right? But can't be happy about everything. You could. And props to who is. I'm hoping the match will be good, but opinion. Moving on, though, we have the SmackDown Women's Championship up for grabs. It is Carmella defending against Asuka. Now, once this match was announced, I felt like immediately going back on the Asuka train. Unfortunately, the rumors have been running wild lately that James Ellsworth is coming back to the WWE and helping Carmella eke out a win at Money in the Bank. So, will it happen? Especially after that it's been spoiled so much. I think Ellsworth is going to come back. And I think Carmella is going to keep her championship. Notice what I did there? Aha! Asuka might get the win via countout or DQ, but I do see Carmella keeping the championship. It's still too soon after her cash-in. It's been a long wait. So, yeah, my pick is Carmella keeping the championship. So, see where it goes from there. Alright, moving on. We have the big dog. Roman Reigns versus Jinder Mahal. You guys know how passionate I am about Jinder Mahal on this channel. Now, this match looked like it was going to happen on Raw. It didn't. Roman beat, I believe it was Sunil Singh, and Jinder hit a Colossus afterwards. Now, I was having debates about this one, but now there's this whole rumor that has been released about rematches taking place at Extreme Rules, and I don't like the sound of that. But that means I'm actually going to pick Jinder Mahal to beat Roman Reigns at Money in the Bank. It was Chicago last year. Backlash. Jinder Mahal won his first WWE Championship. And now, Chicago, Money in the Bank. He beats Roman Reigns. 1, 2, 3. As for how, I'm thinking interference, possibly from Constable Corbin, and he finally got a haircut. Yeah, not too much to say about that. Or maybe the other Singh brother finally comes back. I don't know, but I do see Jinder Mahal winning this match, and I'll leave it at that. I can't wait to see it happen because Jinder beating Reigns is something that's really going to make me laugh, and I'm really looking forward to it. So let's go. Moving on. We now have, I believe, it is the Raw Women's Championship match. Nia Jax defending against Ronda Rousey. It's actually happening. She's getting a championship match in her second TV match. And yeah, I'm going to pick Ronda Rousey here. Nia Jax could keep the championship. There's rumors about Natalya, even Stephanie McMahon interfering in it, and I can see it happening. However, I do not think it's a good idea for Ronda Rousey to be pinned this quickly. I see Ronda Rousey winning the match, possibly via DQ or countout, but my pick is Ronda Rousey to win the match. It's as simple as that. Unlike the SmackDown Women's Championship match, I cannot feel confident enough to say I'm pretty sure Asuka's going to win the match. I say Carmella keeping the championship. Here, I feel pretty confident enough to say Ronda Rousey is going to win the match. So, we'll see what happens. The rumor is this match is actually going to be the main event of the show. So maybe that means Ronda is just going to win the title. I don't know. It's a shame that Nia has to lose it like this and possibly turn full-on heel again. Oh, we'll see what happens. I hope not. We'll see what happens, just like I said. So, again, moving on now. Now it's time to move on to this guy. Close enough. The WWE World Heavyweight Championship match. AJ Styles defending against Shinsuke Nakamura once again. WrestleMania, Greatest Royal Rumble, and the utter disappointment that was Backlash. What's going to happen at Money in the Bank? Well, if you guys remember quite a bit ago, I went on a serious prediction and rant that AJ Styles was going to win at Backlash and keep the championship. I was half right. He kept the championship, but we got that miserable draw. Another double countout. Oh my gosh, like we don't get enough of those. And defend against Nakamura again at Money in the Bank, but with Samoa Joe. I was ready for a triple threat match, full on. But no. Samoa Joe was in the Money in the Bank ladder match. We're just getting AJ Nakamura, but last man standing. But now there's a rumor that they're gonna fight at Extreme Rules, and if they are, it's gonna go to SummerSlam. So I don't know what to think about this. I want Nakamura to win it here. It would be perfect. But I don't think it will be the main event. That is what is stinging a little bit right now, honestly. So, does that mean we're getting another double countout at Money in the Bank after all this time? It could happen, and I wouldn't be mad. I'm expecting this nonsense this time. So, the thing is, how much longer do we have to go through this? I don't know, but what's my pick? I hate to say it, guys. I really hate to say it. But my pick is a double countout, a draw. I'm actually going to pick it this time. I've talked about this stuff for a long time. Like I was ready for the double disqualification at Fastlane between New Day and the Usos when the Bludgeon Brothers interfere. I wasn't ready for Backlash with another double countout. But this time, I hate to say it, I'm actually going to be ready for it. I'm picking a draw for this match. I don't think there's going to be a winner. I don't see it being the main event. I see a lot of anger coming out of this. The miracle, though, could be that if this match surpasses the men's Money in the Bank ladder match, someone could cash in after this. We'll see what happens, but that's my pick. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. I don't want to see it either, but I think it's going to happen. I think we're going to have to deal with another double count out with this. Maybe they'll both go off the stage or something, or through a table. Just somehow, again, not making it to the count of 10. If it's another double nuts shot, oh, off TV. Get off of my screen. You guys can tell I'm emotionally invested into this rant right now. So let's move on. Oh, man, can you imagine? But I'm sticking with the pick. I'm sticking with the draw. Let's see what happens. Okay, moving on. Now, we've talked about championships. As gorgeous as they may be. Oh, wow, you're not even showing. Yeah, look at it. Isn't it just what you want every day? But now it's time to talk about what this pay-per-view is really about. It is time to talk about the Money in the Bank ladder matches. Now, excuse me, this is, no, my head is here. Get down, there we go. Alright, so, Money in the Bank. Who will win the briefcase for the women's match? My thoughts, to make predictions a bit more fun and a bit more fair, is for both ladder matches, I'm going to pick a representative from Raw and SmackDown for the match. So 2 predictions for each match. So let's talk about the Money in the Bank ladder match for the women's briefcase. On Raw, we have Alexa Bliss, Sasha Banks, I've already forgotten, Ember Moon, and Natalya. On the SmackDown side, we have Lana, Naomi, Charlotte Flair, and Becky Lynch. Let's talk about the Raw side first. Who needs it most on the Raw side? Alexa Bliss does not qualify. She's been Raw Women's Champion the majority of last year and even this year, really, still. She just lost it at WrestleMania. There's no point to give her a briefcase. If this was last year, I'd be all the way for Bliss having a briefcase. But this year, no. I don't really see any point in that. She's been champion on way more than one occasion now. So Bliss, let's hang on. Natalya could. It could. But here's again what's turning me off of Natalya. She got the big win on Raw, which tells me she's not going to win at Money in the Bank. And she finally did win a women's championship last year. And it was great. I really liked it, and I'm so glad she got her due. But a big program with Ronda Rousey and the briefcase with Natalya doesn't exactly sit well in my head. So sorry, Natalya, not rooting for you. Well, I am rooting for you. I'm not going to pick you here. My apologies. My Canadian brethren, how could I betray? Moving on, before I get too dramatic, the last 2 women of Raw would be Ember Moon and Sasha Banks. Now, here is what narrows it down. Ember Moon is still new to Raw, and as much as I'd love to see her get the briefcase, my Raw pick is actually going to be Sasha Banks. I know you guys might feel weird about that. Sasha doing something? Really? Really? It's been a while since we've seen that, and even if she does, it never lasts long. Well, it's Sasha Banks, it's Money in the Bank, so you figure it could be corny enough to do. And maybe it'll spark a bigger feud with this Bayley situation if it even continues and whatnot. But we got a big heel Carmella winning it last year, so might as well get Sasha winning it if there's going to be a Raw winner. So my pick will be Sasha Banks for Raw. Now, moving on to SmackDown. Lana, as much as I'd love to see, we had Carmella last year. Lana, I'm sorry, I don't think you're going to get it. Naomi, you were just champion twice last year. You won the Battle Royal already at WrestleMania, and it could boost your momentum to this. But sadly, not my pick. Comes down to Becky Lynch and Charlotte Flair. Now, who do you think I'm going to pick out of those 2? Well, the one who deserves it a lot more. That's right, my SmackDown pick is Becky Lynch. Please, you were screwed twice and probably more times out of it last year. You need to win it this year. You beat Charlotte Flair in a great match on SmackDown a couple of weeks ago. You deserve this win. It could even lead to a heel turn. You never know. But I really want to see Becky Lynch get this win. She deserves it. She deserved it at WrestleMania, but this is bigger than the match at WrestleMania. So Becky, get it done. That's right. My picks are Sasha Banks and Becky Lynch. Overall, I want to see Becky Lynch get that briefcase. Please just give it to Becky Lynch. But we'll see what happens. Moving on. 2, the men's Money in the Bank ladder match. On Raw, we got Braun Strowman, Finn Balor, Bobby Roode, and Kevin Owens. SmackDown, we got Samoa Joe, The Miz, Rusev, and a member of the New Day. That's right, they still haven't told us which member of the New Day is going to be in the Money in the Bank ladder match. The cheeky little monkeys. Question is, who's going to win it? For Raw, let's take another look. In the head of me. Silent. And nothing more. Okay, so Braun Strowman is an easy pick. The thing is, he's had his chance at Lesnar a few times now. If they were going to do it, they would have done it by now. Braun Strowman is just not going to be Universal Champion anytime soon. They'll never have the gall to do it against Lesnar. They won't. I know they won't. I've given up on that fact, and it really hurts. It really does hurt. But the thing is, I do have a small prediction with Braun Strowman at this show. I think Strowman is going to climb the ladder, but the briefcase will be pulled up higher by the cable it's hanging on. And whose responsibility is that going to be? Baron Corbin. Makes sense to me. I think that's something they could easily do if Owens and Corbin could scheme up something like that. So, yeah, it makes sense to me. So, I don't see Braun Strowman winning this match. I see destruction out of Braun Strowman in this match. That's what I want to see. And, unfortunately, I can't go for Bobby Roode. It would be too sudden, and it really wouldn't make that much sense, especially as face Bobby Roode, and he just hasn't done anything. It would be a huge surprise, but I don't see them going with Bobby Roode in this match, unfortunately. And now the last two men are Finn Balor and Kevin Owens. Finn Balor deserves it. Oh my goodness, does he deserve it. He hasn't been Universal Champion since the night after he won it in 2016. And can he get the briefcase? The thing is, he already did. Remember? He pulled it down. The bad luck about this match. You grab this thing before the match, you don't win. And Balor hasn't been the only one to do that. Samoa Joe and The Miz did it. And they're big picks too. So, is this the year where we get fooled? Is this the year where someone actually wins this who's already grabbed it? That's a good question. However, am I going to go for Kevin Owens? No. Believe it or not, I'm actually going for Finn Balor. Kevin Owens, again, has already been Universal Champion. He has a good heel role on Monday Night Raw right now. He doesn't really need this briefcase right now. If Owens was going to win this briefcase, it should have been in 2016. He didn't. He didn't win it last year either. He doesn't need this now. Sorry, Kevin. You've won the big one. Good job. Balor, this is yours to win for Raw. I want you to win it. I'm going to break the curse for my pick for you for Raw. But moving on to SmackDown. The Miz is not going to win Money in the Bank. As much as we'd love to see Miz have another Money in the Bank briefcase, he's got a big program with Daniel Bryan to look forward to. And granted, think about it. His first one in 2010, he actually had this briefcase when he had his program with Bryan. But in this case, I don't see Miz becoming world champion anytime soon this year. His program with Bryan is, well, it should be long lasting. Possibly even to a match where a loser leaves WWE. Maybe on one side only, maybe on both. I don't know. Miz could very well be the one to send Daniel Bryan out of this company if Bryan at some point really does want to leave and gets what he wants. We'll see what happens. Samoa Joe, again, as much as I would love to see you with this briefcase, it could happen. Haha, fooled you there. Samoa Joe is actually a really good candidate for this thing. He's on SmackDown. He's working it right now. He doesn't exactly have a big direction to go after Money in the Bank, so winning this briefcase sounds good to me. So, let's keep Samoa Joe in the back of our head. Rusev, you're wonderful, you're great, I love you, so does everyone else. It's Rusev Day every day. Unfortunately, I don't see that leading to a briefcase. It's more of just a personal interest in the match and a few other factors. I just don't see them picking Rusev. He's gotten some good wins against Samoa Joe and Daniel Bryan, and that's the best he's going to get out of this. So, I don't really have a better reason, though, for not picking Rusev, though. That's the thing. SmackDown's men's side is the hardest to call here. All are well-deserving candidates and could win. I have a better reason in my head than The Miz. And even with the New Day member, I don't know who it's going to be. Do we get the New Day heel turn here? I don't think so. If it was, it would have been driven more by The Miz. So no, it could be a member of the New Day. It could happen. SmackDown, like I said, is the hardest pick for this right now. Because there's just so many wonderful options. Yeah, I picked Finn Balor for Raw. For SmackDown, I think it's about time I stop the chitter chatter about the 4 possible guys in this match and just pick one. Who's it going to be? I think it's going to be Samoa Joe. Yeah, that's right. Even after all the criticism I just gave about Samoa Joe, Finn Balor, and The Miz already grabbing this briefcase, it just makes more sense. It would just be perfect because New Day, they definitely don't need it. It's more of a comedy thing. Although it could happen, and it could be absolutely incredible if Kofi Kingston finally gets his due. Please let that happen. Please. And The Miz together would be absolutely glorious. And even, of course, Rusev getting it would be such a big, good feel moment. But if there's any man to work with the Money in the Bank briefcase right now, I think it's Samoa Joe. And it would work really, really well. Especially because it seems like the WWE Championship picture isn't changing hands anytime soon with Nakamura and AJ Styles. So, what does that mean? It means Samoa Joe is lurking in the shadows waiting. So there it is, ladies and gentlemen. There you have it. Those are my predictions for WWE Money in the Bank 2018. I can't wait for the show. I can't wait for NXT TakeOver Chicago 2 as well. It's going to be incredible. And hopefully, like I said, they owe us. Hopefully they deliver this weekend. Hopefully they deliver. Thank you all so much for watching. I really appreciate it. I know this video longer than usual, but I had a lot to say, as you guys know. Like, share, subscribe. Let me know what you think is going to happen this weekend. What are you most looking forward to? Who do you want to win the briefcase? Come on, let me know. Should be a good show. Shout out. I will see you all for my NXT review video Sunday. Enjoy TakeOver, enjoy Money in the Bank, and keep it real.